Let's go gambling!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Goodwill Gamble episode 3. This has the potential to be the biggest win of the series so far. I do consider last week to be a pretty big win, considering I just had to unjam one metal ball and the gun works fine. But this, I have high hopes. No, I don't, because if I have high hopes, it's going to fail. So I have medium hopes. And also, if you can tell, the box is big. This is literally as small as I can make it. Well, I mean, all things considered, the box inside is pretty big to the actual box. It's got some weight to it. You like some weight. All right. Well, here's the box right here. It's the BIM 4 series carbine, and I'm assuming this is the original box. Variable hop-up version. I don't know, man, because what I saw online looked to be a complete inbox of this weapon. And it is. This is literally complete inbox. And what caught my eye is this. Grenade launcher. So, let's dude, the gun feels great! It has a loaded mag for some reason. They loaded .12. This feels great! This feels like my old JG. If you guys are a classic airsoft gun viewer of mine from like my first channel, this feels like my old JGM4.
So far, this gun is awesome. I really recommend it. It has safe semi-auto, and the battery, I hate this battery system, but you have to pull this ring back, flip this up, pop the battery in here. That's not hard, but the difficult part is getting this to snap in correctly with the battery inside, because it makes it that much more difficult.
I didn't expect to have a gun that was like so similar to my first real AEG. It's already sitting here on auto. A NIM 8.4 volt battery, so it has the battery in it, but the question is, does it shoot? It's like it doesn't lock onto semi. The select switch is a little weird. Okay. It's short cycled. Might just be a bad battery. Or the battery might just be like dead. Hopefully this battery's not dead, because it's like, it looks like it's a little puffy, but it could just also be just the casing. This battery hasn't been touched in like a year, and I didn't overcharge it or anything. Mag, I'm just gonna aim it. I have a pile of clothes on the floor, so let's. It's working. Sounds like this battery's almost dead too. Dude, I recognize the smell of the mechanics in this. Okay, so this is everything that came in the box, by the way. So here's the gun. This is the battery it came with, and move this battery to the side. We also got some Picatinny slide protectors. We got, I don't know what that is. Different butt stock too, a standard one, and then we have these two stocks that came with it. We have scope cover for some reason. What? That's weird. We got the cheapest in the world little PEC box, which I don't even know if I could make this work. Comes with the small Tamiya charger, wall charger. Actual little manual, advertisement. Yeah, it's an advertisement. And we have the high cap mag full of .12s, which is useless. It has a sling. Just a standard sling. I always love these standard slings. I don't know why. They're just great. On the flip side here, we also have the grenade launcher, which it looks like I'm guessing, I've never owned one. I'm guessing it's a BB spray launcher, because obviously there's no hole in the front, and it's just a reservoir right there. I've been saying reservoir a lot. Okay, so that slides off. There's a small Tamiya inside right there. So I guess you slot the battery in there. Where'd the BB shoot out? How does this thing work? What kind of devilry? So I cock it back like a shotgun. So I guess it's technically an underbarrel shotgun, not a grenade launcher. So what's the battery do? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. But alright, I'm gonna put it together. Hold on. Okay, so I swapped out the front guard and I put on the PEC box, and so I can now connect that, and that should be totally fine. However, I don't know how to attach the grenade launcher, because like there's no mounting right there for the Picatinny. So I'm guessing that's what maybe this is. That might be these bits right here might be part of the mounting process. I'm gonna see if it shoots here real quick, if the BBs actually come out. So it's gonna be shooting some .12s. So we're gonna see just if it actually shoots real quick. I'm wearing glasses, which are goggles. It's shooting perfectly fine, not even skipping any shots. So right now, I have no idea why this was in Goodwill. Yeah, at this point, before I go, I'm actually going to take it outside later, that we're at nighttime right now, and I'm going to shoot it and see what I'm going to actually do a chronograph for it, and I'm going to see what its range is like, put some real BBs in it, and, yeah, but, I mean, like, as of right now, I have, oh, it retracts. I don't have to screw it in. That's the best. Yeah, dude, this is a perfect loaner gun, and you can adjust on the fly easily. This is the perfect little loaner gun. I mean, it's not amazing, like that's a little wobbly because that's just how these are designed. So I probably won't put that on for someone to use. I'll just let them hand grip it. But, alright, so this one was the most expensive by far because the shipping and handling was expensive, and the most expensive bid one. I won the bid at $16, which it's not bad. Usually I win at about $10, but $16 I won this. I think I sniped it from somebody because he was watching it. My total price was $42.61 for a perfectly fine working gun, complete in box. I was showing my brother the gun, and I realized I looked on the side of the box here, and apparently, again, forgive me, I've never owned a grenade launcher on an airsoft gun. I didn't know any better. Apparently the grenade launcher acts as a battery case, and it has air cocking, one shoot. Very important. And I guess the way it attaches is it actually, if you remove the bottom of the hand cover rail, if you remove the bottom, the grenade launcher has a mounting piece right there, and it will actually attach to the outer barrel inside there, and it'll go like that, and it'll be attached on there, and then you can actually put the battery inside the front here. That will run a wire up to connect to this Tamiya, and that way you can store the battery inside here. It'll connect to the gun, and it'll look cool. So that obviously can be cocked back and shoot one time. I still don't know where you load the BB because that is an inner barrel inside of here, but I don't know where you deposit a BB to be held on a retainer to be shot. Put a BB down the front, but then it falls out. That's no one shoot. But how am I supposed to make that work during gameplay? I can't just drop a BB down there and hope it stays while I run around. Alright, you guys, so here we are outside the next day. I did manage to get the grenade launcher on the bottom, though I only managed to mount it from the top bracket right here. I know there's supposed to be another way to mount it over here by the actual mag well. It does kind of like align with it, so it like rests against it, but I couldn't figure out how to actually get it to attach to the outer barrel on the inside. Either way, the battery compartment, like I said, is in there, and then I have the Tamiya poking out right here, so that should, hopefully, wire that together. Well, I just accidentally snapped it. I just went to go pick it up, accidentally grabbed the grenade launcher, and just snapped this mounting piece right here. Oh, that's what I get. That's alright. I wasn't really going to use the grenade launcher, honestly. I didn't plan on it. So for now, we're just going to pop that off. I still want to test to see if the battery compartment does work. So we have that attached. Let's go ahead and just see if it does transfer. It does. Perfect. So that does work, but I'm dumb. Alright, I popped the lower receiver back on. Let's go ahead and... I didn't bring the fucking PEC box out with me. I am all over the place right now. But that's fine. We're just going to attach the battery and just fuck around. So I got the high cap loaded with mostly .2s. I have like a miscellaneous BB container that should contain mostly .2s. But we're going to go ahead, load this up, and shoot the chrono, and we're going to set it at .2 just for an average. So don't take the numbers as a 100% certainty, because there might be 2 5s in here, might even be a couple of 3s. So if the FPS is a lot lower, probably shot a heavier BB. You got some sirens going off like crazy in the background. I know it's blurred, it's because I have it focused here. Also, it might be a little hard to see. It is super bright out, and that display is not that bright. But if it is hard to see in editing, I'll make sure to put the numbers on screen for you to see. Alright, so our numbers, let's see, that looks like 197 FPS at 0.24 joules. So there's, if you can see, I'm sorry if you can't, I'll read it out. We got 197, 192, 205, 203, down to 221. So yeah, it looks like the 197s might have been heavier BBs. So on average, a little over 200 FPS with assumed 0.2 gram BBs. Alright, now I'm not going to actually go and set up the focus for the chrono. I'm just going to load a BB so I can get the FPS rating of the grenade launcher, okay? So just believe me when I tell you what this shoots at. Let's go ahead. Where's the trigger? .131 FPS with what I assume to be, again, 0.2 gram BBs. So that shoots fucking 100 FPS, man. How useless. Alright, now again we're going to be shooting down there at that well, but this time I did hang up a target. The distance, I don't even know what I said in the last video, but I think it's like maybe around 80 feet. I don't know, man. Actually, what I will do is I'll try to use Google Maps. This is kind of like an editing note for me later too. I'll try to use Google Maps and measure the distance via the map. Let's go ahead and pop a few shots at the target. I'm trying my best to aim, but like, you know, iron sights. I'm aimed at the head, by the way, and I have not adjusted the hop up whatsoever. Yeah, this thing's effective range is not much, honestly. It's barely hitting it. Let's do a little full auto burst. Alright, I'm going to adjust the hop up a little bit. Alright, that's a little bit better. Oh man, I knocked it off. And as I was heading inside, I realized I forgot to show you the BB impacts. So you can see a few shots in the head, mostly centered around the chest. And again, I was aiming at the head, so at that distance it was dropping here. And none of the shots even penetrated at that range. So yeah, it doesn't hit that hard. So it seems very inconsistent. I did put the hop like all the way down, and it like literally spit the BBs out to the point where I thought there was a cylinder issue. And then I kind of put it somewhere in the middle, and it was shooting relatively straight at the end right there. It does vary left and right quite a bit, and it doesn't really maintain the hop. I think this thing would be best using .2s, maybe even .12s, because it doesn't seem like it has much of a punch to it. I will say, you know, I got the gun and it's got dust on it, and the research I was able to do for it listed this as a much older model based on what the box said it was, if that is the original packaging, which I assume it is. Yeah, assuming that that's true, this is a pretty old model, and it's got like a little bit of oxidation on any metal piece. So I'm guessing whoever had this had it for a long time. 5 to 10 years they probably had this. So this thing's probably worn down pretty good, and then the person couldn't sell it, I'm assuming, and just donated it to Goodwill. That's my guess on the story. It's got like a lot of like random scratches, some wear, and again, it's dusty. The selector switch is a bit loose, doesn't snap in place. What are you buzzing around for, dog? Chill. The barrel has got some like messiness on the front. There's like black stuff on the fucking orange tip. Like I said, the Tamiya has some black spray paint, it looks like, on it. So yeah, I'm guessing this thing is just old. It probably really needs to be cleaned, and all likelihood it needs a new cylinder. I'm guessing that the cylinder might just be, or maybe the spring's worn down. I don't know, but I mean, it's definitely a loaner gun. It's definitely something I can give somebody to mess around with if I need an extra gun. It's nothing crazy, and it might work best with .12s. It's a big old fly. I'm going to shoot that fly. But yeah, so as far as Goodwill Gambling goes, I'm going to give this like a 6 or 7 out of 10, just because it's probably old and not that great. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 because it does work straight out of the box, and I didn't have to fix anything. So I call this one a win. I do have another one coming soon. I haven't bought anything else after this, but I do have one more package showing up after this video, so expect an episode 4. And then after that, I'm still kind of occasionally checking. This won't be a super regular series. It'll just basically be when I find something decent that I'm willing to bet on, and if I win it. It is also expensive, because again, as far as I could tell, this gun goes between 80 and 150. I think I saw the brand new listing for it, for like the old original one, at like 140, 150. But then I saw some pretty similar models being sold between 50 and 80 used. So I can't find all the information on it. I tried, because again, it doesn't have any markings besides what's on the box, and the box yielded few results. It yielded some results of like manuals and like JPEGs, but no actual listing. Like, it was on the store, but without a price on it. It was kind of like an archive. So that also led me to believe that it was kind of an older model. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.